A one-woman man's what I wanna be. Stay by her side so faithfully. I would if I could, but it's just no good. 'Cause there's two perfect girls for me. Ha ha ha! Alright! Jenny, oh Jenny. Joy, oh joy. A one-woman man's what I wanna be. But there's two perfect girls for me. Oh yeah.
Hello everyone, this is Luigi, and welcome to Let's Play Pokemon Snap. This might... okay, good, it's not taking too long to launch. I haven't played it in a while, but, yeah, this is a N64 Pokemon spin-off. I think it might have... it's definitely one of the first Pokemon spin-offs since it was released in 1999. And it was notably the first game I actually owned, I believe. First one I got for my N64, although soon after I got like Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time and Banjo-Kazooie and was horrible at all of them. This is very nostalgic for me right here. They sure went on to make other games. I don't know why they should have gotten or it still should get a Wii sequel or a DSi sequel and you use a real camera to do it or something, but I always thought that was supposed to be a Mankey, but it is Mew. But I don't know, I always thought it was a Mankey as a kid, and it was just a flying Mankey for some reason. Oop, and it's foreshadowing the final boss, or at least the closest this game has to anything like that. I forgot how bad the graphics are. Anyway, this is one of the first Virtual Console games they actually did very much too. This actually has really good music in this opening sequence. I think the whole game has pretty good music. Yeah, I am a rather large fan of this game, and oops, I was trying to use the Wii remote. Okay, I'm going to have to... oh well. Anyway, I always named myself Todd because that was the name for this. I think he appeared in the anime and was called Snap, and I like Todd better. Sounds more like a real name, just like I always did Ash instead of Red, but... okay, the reason he invited is a Pokemon report. He'd like me to take pictures of Pokemon 01. Anyone who played that one Smash Brothers game that had the 01 in it would have known it. I'm still upset Todd wasn't in Brawl. He would have been more fun to play as than Pokemon Trainer. Whoops, I told him to tell me. Whoops, I told him to tell me everything again. Anyway, this is a pretty simple game. I like the sprites here. This was like the only N64 game I could come anywhere close to beating. And press Z to aim, press A to shoot. Pretty simple. Try to take a lot of Pokemon pictures, and that's it for the training, basically. The rest you figure out on your own. Can't do very much at this point besides just take pictures of things. You get more points if they're looking at you and stuff like that, and how close they are, and if they're the center of the picture. Basically, this taught me how to be a professional photographer when I was like a little kid. But I don't know why photography would be confusing to anyone. And there's this Snorlax which doesn't register until you can make it dance for some reason. But that's not for some time, but yeah, this is a really simplistic game, but I still really like it. Meow. This is the best. I forgot it only yells at you if you throw an apple at... or wait, what? There we go. That'll be worth a few points. Yeah, there's a Scyther in there. Whoops, I probably should have been taking pictures of a Lapras out here because, like, you have to chain pictures for it to appear later, and you get a good picture of it then. I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe this, mostly because I haven't played it in a long time. Oh, there's a Lapras. Whoops, I forgot to take a picture of it. And I just realized you can press the C stick to rotate. I never knew that when I was a kid. That would probably make quick photography a lot easier. And there's a lot of Butterfrees, more than I remembered. See, can I still see a Lapras out here? I forget. There's really not very much you can do right now. That's a horrible picture of a Butterfree. I'm not even gonna bother. And I was always bad at getting DODUO pictures because they're always in like bad situations. That, I think it's facing too far away. Anyway, this is like my favorite rail shooter. And that won't identify until later, but I can get an EV pretty easily. And yeah, this one is actually, or a lot of the stuff prevents you from quote-unquote sequence breaking, because you have to like get that to flip around, or else, I mean, it's a Kangaskhan and it'll count as a Kangaskhan, but it'll be worth practically nothing. Man, this is really not the world's most entertaining game at this point, where there's absolutely nothing you can do to interact with anything with these stupid dick Pidgeys. But if you can knock them out, Meowth will be happy and sing and do a little dance and stuff. And I think in every body water in the game you can throw an apple or whatever in, and a Magikarp will usually pop out. And the water levels, actual things that are not Magikarps will pop out. Okay, so this was always my best one, the first one that was magically centered perfectly. I think that one... How can a DODUO be facing backwards? Okay, that one's actually pretty good. That'll get me a few points. I think that one's okay. None of them are pretty spectacular. That's the only one, I guess. That one. Yeah, this might not be the best Let's Play, but it's short and not too many people have played it, and it has personal nostalgic value for me. This is PIDGEY. How's the size? It's so-so. As opposed, alright, it's very nice. Okay. Wow, there are other PIDGEY in the picture. Oh, that isn't the best you can get, but actually for most things, I think the most you can get is like 4,000 or something. I forget. I never really paid too much attention to the specifics.
You were close.
Whoops. Yeah, I'm sure that DODUO totally is upset that I photographed it from behind. It's not like it has a circular body and
Wonderful.
no tail or any discerning way. Okay, whatever. 39. I'm surprised I got that much for the pose. No, I'm surprised I'd even counted in the center. That's pretty good. I'm assuming that since part of it is not... Oh, okay. Sometimes he makes funny comments about the poses, and in some cases you can get more than 1,000 for them. Oh well.
Wonderful.
Yeah, well, those are pretty okay. That's a horrible Lapras, though.
You were close.
They were close. Yes, all the voice acting is burnt into my mind, and I think I managed to get the apples. I saw the pictures, I saved the pictures. Why is he talking to me in, like, second person? What? Oh, okay. Cool. There used to be a power plant in this long, dark tunnel. I can't wait to check it out. This is, like, my favorite out of any of the Pokemon spin-off special planet worlds. Like, oh yeah, you can... These electrodes are really hard to take a picture of because they're always rolling around and their back and front flips around, and I don't even know if upside down works. And for a very long time, that is the best picture you can get of the Electabuzz. Wish you could move the cursor a little faster. Oh, I hate Kakuna so much. They're always so small, and I always get no points for them, even though... And then, like, all of them drop down. There's, like, a billion that drop down at a time, and they're right next to me, and I, like, flip out, and I don't get them right, and... That'll probably be a good Electrode. I remember I was always bored because I always got, like, the world's most boring Electrode picture, and there's a Zubat that's gonna flip out right here, right? It's kind of hard to get a good picture of that because of how it flies. Anyway, later we can get the Pikachu to hatch that egg into a Zapdos, and this doesn't look like anything, but it is... It will develop as a Haunter, I think. I don't think it's a Ghastly, I'm pretty sure it's a Haunter, and I really should be going crazy on this because I have no way of telling what direction it's facing other than its point. And I guess a Magikarp would have spawned there even if I didn't throw apples, but there are plenty of Magikarps in later levels, and this one is... I forget what you're supposed to do here. It's either you feed it or just take a picture of the Diglett, but eventually you can get it and the Pikachu to run around and... evolve, but Digletts are like among my favorite Pokemon. Diglett. Where did you go, Diglett? Diglett, where did you... Diglett. Diglett. No, you went back to your first area, Diglett. What am I really don't understand the mechanics of this game at all. Oh, okay, that'll work. Maybe I just had to get a better picture. Whoops, I wonder if I'll be able to pull him down. He turns into a Doug trio, and then they run down one further path, and you get like 2 Doug trios, and that's not good, but it's better than nothing, and there's nothing I can do with those. Oh, Magnemites are glitchy. You have to... This is actually probably why I started like Magnemites, just because of how annoying they are here. Makes them kind of unique, I guess.